Good evening, everyone. It is I, Eibbor Nanahcub. Oh, that was all the hand. That was a whole hand smack. Ooh. And welcome back to another very special video. That's right, we got another birthday today, guys. Took a little break from those two back-to-backs, but we're back once again, and today is Maya's birthday. So, happy birthday to Maya, and one of my favorite drummers, I must say. Probably. Maybe. No, just kidding. But yeah, guys, today we're going over the reason... Today we're going over the 5 reasons why Maya should be your best girl. So let's start it off with... Number 5. Equipment knowledge. Okay, so this one's kind of a little lower on the list because it's not super poignant, but it's still really cool to see. Maya is an equipment geek. She is just a straight up a gear geek, and it's great because she literally knows things that probably half of the people in their agency that Pastel Palettes is under knows about. Like, Maya can just be like, holy crap, look at that! just point something out, so I'll be like, what? And I love the comic. Like, my favorite sticking points whenever Maya's working, I think she's working on an amp at the time, and Hina's just watching over her shoulder, like watching just slightly in the background. It's just like, oh, it's I don't know, it's just funny. And it's funny to see, it's nice to see that they aren't just playing Maya to be like, oh, she's the shy one that's just kind of like, not sure of herself. No, she has sides of her that completely just burst out like, I want to talk about this. What's that over there? Like, she would go full straight on a string of just ramble if she sees something that interests her. Like I think, oh gosh, it was the story where the Pastel Palettes fans were getting in an argument with each other about cheering and not cheering, and Eve was kind of getting upset about it, and Maya was just like, let's see, what's that, Rui Sato, I think that's how you pronounce it? Arisa's grandmother's shop. And she's like, look at this! And it just says Warshall. Or it should be a Marshall. I don't know. Just me being a geek as well. But I just love it. It just makes Maya a whole lot more, like, approachable. It makes her a lot more, like, not as, like, high up on a pedestal as an idol would be. She's super approachable and super geeky. And that also makes Muskie love her, too. And that's great. But moving on into our next one. Number 4. Enthusiasm. Okay, so this one's kind of like a general term. I don't know, it's a little bit hard to explain, but I feel it needs to be brought up because Maya has enthusiasm for days. Like I was just talking about, if she sees some piece of gear that interests her, she's going after it. Not to mention she'll write literally, like, that's what really has brought me to put this on the list. She has a column that she regularly writes for a magazine. She's in an idol band, and she's also, I don't know if she still works as a session musician or not, but I'd imagine so, that she helps out from time to time. And still attending school at the on top of this. So, yeah, Maya does a lot. And it's not like she ever complains about any of it. Like, Chisato's always kind of like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, gosh. Well, not knocking down on Chisato. Chisato's still cool. She's got more professional matters. But Maya's always just excited to go for something new. She's always excited whenever she has a new column to write. Or if she sees a new piece of gear. Or whenever they're trying to do a new song. It's just always, Maya's just always like on that train. It's like, let's go on the hype train, let's go. I don't know, it's great. It's just great to see. It makes Maya just super adorable. Oh my gosh. But, moving on into number 3. Drum skills. Okay, so this one is pretty poignant for 2 reasons. One is the fact that she is one heck of a drummer. Like, Pastel Palettes doesn't get the most time to, like, let the instrumental shine, because that's not what an idol band's about. An idol band is supposed to be, like, mainly just, like, catchy choruses and good hooks that kind of draw you into the music and lets you sing along. But Maya still gets her chances to throw in some tricky stuff, man. Like, good lord, just, like, watching Maya go at it sometimes is just, like, okay. Again, it won't be anything too crazy like what Akko or Tomoe will do. But she'll still have some tricky technical beats that are just like, how? Oh, okay. And, getting down to my second point for this, it's kind of the reason that Pastel Palettes is brought together as a group. because Maya was a session musician who was going to play for them. Like, just kind of fill in. And like, I think it was Chisato. It's been a while since I watched the first story, but I think it's Chisato like, do you want to be in the band? Because they realized that Maya was talented. Not to mention Maya's adorable, so it just kind of fit. But yeah, it was like, wasn't for Maya being a session musician and how knowledgeable that she was and how good she was, she probably would not have gotten into Pastel Palettes. So that's a super good thing to keep on the card. But moving on into number two, personality. Okay, so this one's kind of up high because this one's really touching for me. Maya is a person who has come a long way from where she started. I guess you can say that about a lot of the girls in Bandring, because I'm pretty sure I've said that every time I put personality up high. But Maya's one that's particularly hits close to home, because she's been very on a train of, oh, I'm not that great, I'm not that good. Like, always been putting herself down. And slowly she's been coming out of that space, thanks to the girls in Pastel Palettes. And it's great to see that, because remember, originally she was very just nervous about being considered on their level. And now she doesn't, I think it was in the second story, that she didn't really consider herself an idol. So it was, no, it wasn't that one. It was, oh gosh, it was, I think, the card is My Ideal Idol. That's what the name, her card was for that event, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, just seeing Maya go through this process of just learning to like her as herself. Not trying to compare herself to anyone else, just be like, I am me, and that's fine. That was great to see, because that's a great message for anybody. Never hold yourself up to higher standards and think that you're not worth anything. So Maya just has such a great arc. And she's just so kind and happy all the time. There's not really, there's obviously scenes where there are sad parts going on, and Maya is, taking the brunt of it. Like, the heck, whenever she's crying with Hina about the second story, that hit me hard. Like, she wasn't crying because sad, she was just, worried. I don't know, man, it just hit. I was like, oh, I'm sad. Why? But yeah, it's just, Maya's just such a happy person in general. She's always willing to lend a hand. She's always willing to help somebody, and it's just so great. And she always has a smile on her face. Ugh. I don't know, Maya's great. Maya's one of near the top of my list for best girls. Sorry, I got the sniffles, but I'm getting sniffly. I gotta move on. I'm getting a little sad. All right, moving on into number one. Okay, so again, as I say every time, if you have played the series any certain amount, you will know this sound, because Maya has the most geekiest giggle ever, and it's great. Oh my gosh, it's one of those things that I love about Maya, because even though she's an idol, Aya has her thing with her goofy poses. Hina's just Hina. Eve has her Bushido. Chisato's the only one that kind of tries, we gotta be professional, like an idol. And then Maya has this geeky giggle that comes out, and everybody's just no, everyone doesn't seem to mind it, but Chisato's always I don't know if you should do that. I don't think she's trying to be mean about it, but it's just funny. It's super funny. And it always just lets you know that Maya's truly, that's what I like about it. It lets you know that Maya truly finds something funny. Because if he gets a giggle out of it, it automatically means that you have struck a chord with Maya. It's it means that she truly is enjoying something. Because, she can laugh normally. And that might mean she's enjoying it. But, if you get that giggle, that's an uncharacteristic, you can't help it. It's like when somebody snorts and they're laughing. That's when you know that you have somebody laughing real well. So, snorting is whenever they're laughing. I can't do it real loud because I don't want to destroy the microphone. Well, yeah, whenever you get that giggle out of Maya, that's when you know you got a good point. But, yeah, I don't know. It's really great. Oh, but I think that'll do it. I think that is why Maya is one of my best girls. But yeah, Maya's great. I love Maya. Maya's just great. I want to see more stuff for Maya, because I thought she's one of the people in Pastel Palettes that gets kind of a little downplay a little bit. Because obviously it's going to be about Aya and Chisato, because they're the two main parts of the group, because they're both polar opposites who are trying to work with each other. And it makes sense. We've got Hina and Eve and Maya kind of off in the background a little bit, but they're good points too. So come on, guys, let's have some more. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Also, can we get a singing part for Maya, please? Can we get a sing? Wait, no, that was Eve. Oh, sorry, I'm messing up over here. It's Eve who hasn't done a part with Aya yet. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. I'm getting loopy. But yeah, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I sure did. Getting to talk about one of my best girls and the reasons why she should be your best girl. Always a fun time. But until next time, guys, I'll see ya.